Yo, what's good, world? Y'all already know who it is, man. How y'all doing today, man? It's your boy Gio, man. I'm back with another one, man. Back with another one. This one is crazy. It's a crazy topic, man. It's about your boy Ryan. He was a ex-Olympic snowboarder, and he in Miami, and he's been busted, man, for trafficking a lot of Kaina, man, and allegedly, this is all allegedly, y'all. This is entertainment purposes only. But he's been unaliving people that's basically in his way, you would say, in his way, interfering with the operation. And this dude was dealing a lot of weight, and they trying to find him. He's on the run. Allegedly, I'm gonna say this again. They said that he unalived even some family members, man, and they busted the operation. There's numerous amounts of people that's involved, man, and it's out there in Miami, but it goes to other states and different countries as well, man. And it's crazy to say that this dude was a snowboarder. Okay, he was an ex-snowboarder, and for him to transition today, I guess he said fast money is the best money, right? That's the only thing I could think of, man. But that's crazy, man. Like, this dude is on the run. And you a professional snowboarder, man. He could have went and got a podcast set up, or he could have went and did something, invested in some businesses or something, man. Even when he was doing it, he could have just invested in something to try to make it legal, man, and you know, figure out something to get out of that mix. So that's an unfortunate thing, man, that he's going through that, and for him to be going to the route that he's going, especially unaliving people during the process of him dealing, that's the worst thing that you can do. If you're gonna be a big timer like that, try to keep that at a minimum to a zero, honestly, because that's just leading up to a bigger Rico. At the end of the day, they can try to pin you with the D, but if you got unaliving into that, man, that's just a big ordeal that's gonna lead to a big Rico. I mean, that's a big no, honestly, man. Y'all gotta check this one out, man. Let me know what y'all think on this whole concept here, man. This dude's in Miami, where it happens at. My second home is that's where I love being at, Miami, you know what I'm saying? Man, this dude is going through it, and he's on the run. The dude is on the run right now. So I need y'all to check this video out right here. This is big. This is major. This is like a Big Meech or a Pee Wee Longway, or, one of them big dudes, man. That's, what I'm saying, that's in that system, man. And apparently, man, he's caught up, man. They looking for him. The dude is on the run as we speak, man. Like, this is crazy. So y'all drop in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, man. Let's talk about this one. This one is probably something that I will put on a live. Don't get me wrong. I would like to do like a Diddy one, but that's so common. We got to figure out. We're going to get some other ones figured out. There's going to be multiple topics, of course, but that's like the last thing I want to talk about. Unless that's something that y'all want to talk about. Like I said, if it's something that y'all would like to talk about on live, let me know. We will conversate about that too. But as far as topics, Diddy is going to probably be one of the last topics that I would like to bring up, because there's so much going on, so many different things and scenarios. But we will cover that as well. But back to this guy, man. Check this out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let's talk about this. This is major. This is big. And while you at it, man, hit the subscribe button. Run the subscribes up, man. Hype me up. Like me up as well, man. Hit them likes. Run it up, man. Subscribe, man. Let's do this, man. We almost there. We're almost there, man. To the point where the growth is just going to be amazing. And I am thrilled, and I love to have y'all as my family, man. I really appreciate that, man. Having y'all, man, it's amazing, man, to be able to communicate with y'all, man. This is the biggest thing. Like, it reminds me back before I stopped doing music, man. I had a lot of communication. I still got all my connections and everything, so we good on that. Like, we super connected with everybody, man, and everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm the man out here, you understand? But connecting with y'all again, having that reconnection on a different note, man, is an amazing thing, man. To be able to chime in with y'all and network, man. It's all about networking, man. And y'all part of the family, man. And you know, for the ones that's not subscribed, man, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, man. That's no cost, man. Join the family, you know. I got the memberships and stuff that I'm working on. I'm working on a lot of the membership stuff, man, to get more of a membership vibe. Is where, you know, y'all get a lot of perks. You know, it's a lot of perks with it, and a lot of things that people will not be able to see from that. But, you know, that's moving down the road. I'm gonna fill y'all in on that, man. I just want to say I thank y'all for all the support, man. And we're gonna keep going, man. We're gonna keep running it up, man. And yeah, man, hit them comments. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, man. And to the next one, man. I'm gonna see y'all real soon, man. And also, gotta say this, man. Peace, love, happiness. Stay warm, stay safe, stay blessed, and give back to people in need, man. Help everybody up, man. Stay happy, man, and give back, man. Like, for me, giving back is like the ultimate thing, because you feel so great, and great things come for you doing things like that, you know, in the craziest ways. So, you know, we all family, and that's how we gonna do this. That's how we gonna run this, man. We're gonna work with each other and make sure that everybody's good and taken care of, man. And we're gonna run this up, man. So till then, man, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. I'm out. Love y'all, man. Peace.
Where you guys moving these kids to? Do you guys have paperwork for these kids?
Don't worry about it.
You know, a third of these kids go missing.
It's alright.
You guys know anything about this? About these guys moving these kids through the airport? Straight up.
America.
A third of these kids go missing.
Wow.
It's the truth.
It is. I don't know. You tell me.
Correct. That's according to the New York Times article. 1/3 of these kids that dropped off at this month. I mean, these look like grown men, though. How old are these kids? You guys work for Compass Connections?
I think so.
Why are you guys so secretive? I'm so curious. Like, what's the big secret here? Hello?
She's like, you know more than us, so.
Huh?
She's like, you know more than us, so you tell us.
Okay, I just don't understand. Well, like, why are you hiding your face, man? What's the big secret?
Huh? What company do you work for? That's all I want to know. I mean, it's a public concern with these kids. You know, a lot of men are going missing. It's in Department of Homeland Security documents, and some of them get delivered into the hands of sex traffickers. I'm not saying that you're doing that, but I'm saying it does happen. This is known. I'm saying, are you MVM, Southwest Key? That's all we want to know. What's going on, brother?
Hey, no, can you not do that first?
Yeah, don't touch me.
Get the fuck out of here.
Don't touch me, dude.
Can you go?
Don't touch me.
Can you go? You're asked to leave.
Don't touch me,
No,
dude.
it's not. Nobody's touching you.
All right,
Go.
all right,
Goodbye.
all right.
Goodbye.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Goodbye.
don't get in my face.
Goodbye.
Why are you getting in my face?
Goodbye.
Why are you getting in my face?
Goodbye, bro. Goodbye.
Why are
bro.
you getting in my
have nothing
face?
to do here. Goodbye, bro.
What's the name of this place?
None of your business. Goodbye. Have a blessed day, bro.
I'll have a blessed day. That's
Come
fine.
here looking for problems is not good.
I don't want any problems. The Children's Village?
Why
What
you
is this
acting
place?
like somebody's bothering you?
I'm asking you, where are these kids going?
Have a blessed day.
Where are these kids going?
Have a blessed day, bro.
Where are these kids going?
Have a blessed day, bro.
Sir, what's going on in there? There's kids in that car. I'm happy to disperse the area. Can you tell me who I'm going to have to call the police if you're not going to tell me, because there's kids in that car. What is this place? I'm with myself, but I saw there were some kids in the back of that car. And
Stop filming me.
okay, I'll stop filming you. But it's very concerning that there's kids in the back of that car.
Put the camera down, please.
But this is for my own safety, because you're approaching me. You're approaching me.
I'm not approaching you.
Why are you approaching me?
I'm security on this property.
Okay, but there's some very strange activity with kids in the car.
Wow.
Who are the kids?
I can't tell you these things. I'm security.
All right, I can leave. I'll leave, but there's kids in that car. What's going on?
I can't tell you that information.
Why are you guys driving these kids around?
I can't tell you no information.
Is this legal?
I can't tell you no information. This is private property.
All right, I'll get off the private property, but I'm gonna have to call the police. What is this place?
I'm not answering no questions.
What is this? Where are we? Who's in the car?
An Olympic snowboarder is accused of heading a deadly drug operation stretching from Mexico through L.A. all the way to Canada.
Displaying 3 seizures that authorities say they made at stash houses throughout Southern California, U.S. Attorney Martina Estrada says it was an operation that ran through 4 countries, with Los Angeles as a hub, moving some 60 tons of cocaine every year. Estrada says their leader was 43-year-old Ryan James Wedding, an Olympic snowboarder who competed for Canada in 2002. Authorities say Wedding directed the murders of at least 3 people, including a couple in Canada who was killed in front of their daughter. Among those captured, Andrew Clark, Wedding's alleged second-in-command, who authorities say was arrested in Mexico, where the organization was based, protected by the Sinaloa cartel. The drugs then transported by long-haul semi-trucks that avoided detection at the U.S.-Mexico border.
Arrest in a major international drug ring that operated right here in Southern California.
Now, these are photos of suspected crime boss Ryan Wedding when he competed for Canada in the snowboard event in Salt Lake City in 2002. Now, he didn't medal in that event, and the FBI and the DOJ says that over the next 22 years, he embarked on a life of violent crime. The DOJ and the FBI says that Wedding and his accomplice named Andrew Clark ran a criminal organization that moved up to 60 tons of cocaine into the United States and Canada every year. The DOJ says that this group would make the cocaine in Colombia, ship it through Mexico and long-haul drugs until it arrived in L.A., then it would go into stash houses here to be distributed and sold in Canada, the East Coast, and Florida. Now, this is some of the drugs that was seized by law enforcement in this operation. The DOJ also says this criminal group is responsible for multiple murders of people who got in their way. And they'd also use cryptocurrency to launder their drug profits, which was in the billions. The FBI says they've arrested 2 prominent members of this criminal organization locally here, one in Victorville and one in Lake Elsinore, and there were multiple other arrests across the nation.
Good morning, everyone.
It took 6 days for the sheriff's office to find 108 people trying to buy or sell sex in Polk County.
Then there's Xavier Jackson. He's 27.
He is accused of sending sexual images to someone he thought was a 14-year-old girl.
Oh, did I mention that he just happens to be a lifeguard at the Polynesian Resort for Disney? You think there's a few children around there?
Sheriff Grady Judd identified several other Disney employees accused of soliciting a prostitute.
This is the Honorable Daniel Peters.
Sheriff Judd said Peters is a retired judge from Cook County, Illinois, who thought he was meeting up with an escort.
He said, quote, "I've been on the other side of this." Well, I'd like to ask him today, so which side do you like best?
In one case, detectives had to reschedule a meeting. The sheriff says Bradenton's Seth Phillips demanded money anyway and showed up at the house with his girlfriend and a gun.
We opened the door with 4 of our guys with guns, and he's got a gun above his head. He's coming down with his gun. Christina saves his life by jumping in front of him.
Nobody was hurt, but they were both taken into custody.
An urgent manhunt is underway for a former Olympic snowboarder and alleged international drug kingpin. Federal prosecutors say Ryan Wedding shipped cocaine across the Americas and ordered multiple killings. Investigators describe his alleged drug operation as prolific and ruthless and say he's being protected by the Sinaloa cartel. ABC's Mola Lenghi has the latest.
A former Olympic Canadian snowboarder, Ryan Wedding, is on the run, wanted by federal authorities for allegedly being the mastermind of a years-long transnational drug operation that included murder.
Instead of using the privileges that come with being an Olympic athlete to do good for people, he did the opposite. He chose to become a major drug trafficker, and he chose to become a killer.
The FBI, here's search warrant for this resident.
This moment captured on Wednesday shows the FBI moving in on one of Wedding's co-defendants, Naheem Bonilla, in a sweeping FBI operation dubbed Operation Giant Slalom. The home formerly owned by DJ Khaled. Federal prosecutors say that 43-year-old Wedding, who competed in the 2002 Olympics in Salt Lake City, along with over a dozen co-defendants, ran that criminal enterprise, bringing 60 tons of cocaine a year into the United States and Canada, making billions by moving it around, using cryptocurrency, and allegedly using killers to assassinate anyone who got in their way.
This criminal enterprise was extremely prolific and ruthless. By ruthless, they were killers. Anyone who got in their way, they would target for violence, including murder.
Wedding was previously convicted in the U.S. of conspiracy to distribute cocaine and sentenced to prison back in 2010. After his release, officials say he resumed operations. Authorities have issued a $50,000 reward for information leading to his arrest and extradition. Diane.
Mola Lengi, thank you.
These are the men accused of being part of a violent transnational drug trafficking crime ring. The alleged drug lord, Ryan Wedding, an Olympic athlete.
Ryan Wedding previously was an Olympic athlete for Canada. But instead of using the privileges that come with being an Olympic athlete to do good for people, he did the opposite. He chose to become a major drug trafficker, and he chose to become a killer.
Federal and international authorities announced the arrest Thursday morning, charging 16 individuals with transporting massive amounts of cocaine from Colombia through Mexico into the U.S. and Canada.
I firmly believe this represents a major victory in our ongoing battle against organized crime and the illicit drug trade. The individuals behind this network have been a persistent threat to Canada and our allies for a number of years.
Investigators say the billion-dollar criminal enterprise became one of the largest suppliers of cocaine into North America over the last 13 years, moving on average 60 tons of cocaine per year. And anyone who got in their way was killed in cold blood.
All of these victims were intentionally shot execution style so that their loved ones could see them murdered.
The arrests have disrupted operations of Mexican cartels, but there are still 4 fugitives, including the ringleader.
The FBI is offering a reward up to $50,000 for any information leading to his arrest and extradition.
The FBI, here to search warrant for this resident.
This moment captured on Wednesday shows the FBI moving in on one of Wedding's co-defendants, Nahim Bonilla, in a sweeping FBI operation dubbed Operation Giant Slalom. The home formerly owned by DJ Khaled. Federal prosecutors say that 43-year-old Wedding, who competed in the 2002 Olympics in Salt Lake City, along with over a dozen co-defendants, ran that criminal enterprise, bringing 60 tons of cocaine a year into the United States and Canada, making billions by moving it around, using cryptocurrency, and allegedly using killers to assassinate anyone who got in their way.
This criminal enterprise was extremely prolific and ruthless. By ruthless, they were killers. Anyone who got in their way, they would target for violence, including murder.
Wedding was previously convicted in the U.S. of conspiracy to distribute cocaine and sentenced to prison back in 2010. After his release, officials say he resumed operations. Authorities have issued a $50,000 reward for information leading to his arrest and extradition.
edition, guys.
Quite the story. All right, Mola, thank you.
County Sheriff Grady Judd joins us now. Sheriff, good work on all this. How did you get started on this whole investigation?
Thank you, Elizabeth. My detectives, who are the very best, worked with the local police detectives, and we all do these operations over and over and over again. So it's no secret to anyone in this county. Of the 228 arrested, only 42 were from this county, and they obviously live under a rock because we arrest many people. We were shocked. We had school teachers, we had coaches, we had a former detention deputy, and you see that we had victims that came to this country illegally. They were indentured to human traffickers. In order to pay their way, they had to forward $3,000 a piece every Friday to their pimp or their trafficker.
You mentioned you had a school teacher, a coach. What were these people doing or accused of doing?
They were all soliciting prostitutes. In fact, we had 2 from the Air Force and 1 who was going to join the Air Force. We had 2 or 3 coaches and a teacher. We had a former detention deputy, and that was just the tip of the iceberg. Those people should know better.
Yeah.
They are public servants, but they got caught up and they got arrested.
How do these women fall victim to this kind of sex trafficking? Those women from Venezuela who we just saw in that hotel room, that you say they're being forced to pay up $3,000 a week, which is a huge sum of money for these folks. Were these people, these traffickers, did they bring them here from Venezuela and that's why they're in their debt?
Exactly, Elizabeth. They brought them over, and this is part of what they charged them. And they landed, when they came into the country, they were given some kind of documentation which allowed them to get on an airplane and fly free. The government paid for it, of course. They flew and were operating out of Yonkers, New York. The lead that we have on the human trafficker is that it's an illegal female Dominican in the South Florida area. So she would arrange and set up their meets, and then they would fly to the various areas. So our nearest large airport is the Tampa airport, about 30 minutes away. The 3 of the ladies flew in, plus the handler, which is to watch them and make sure that they work. Now, here's what's interesting. They told us this. We haven't verified it yet, but they said every time they flew, they presented those documents and flew for free. So we said, are you kidding us? So the federal government flew you to Tampa to have sex, to work, and we just can't believe it. So it's not just a one-way ticket. Apparently, they're able to fly several ways.
Wait, what is this documentation? I'm still confused as to what they're producing to get a free airline ticket.
Whenever they come into the country illegally and they register as
on the app, on the Border Patrol app?
Yes, it would be DHS. They are given a document so they can get on an aircraft without identification, without a driver's license, without the proper documentation that the rest of us have to have, and they're allowed to fly to, i.e., New York, and that's what happened.
Wow.
And then these folks independently during interviews told us they were allowed to fly any place they wanted to. Now, we haven't verified that, or we haven't verified how they worked that out, but they claim they didn't pay to fly. It's like kind of Southwest. You don't make you pay for the bags. You don't have to pay to fly, I guess, if you're illegal.
Sheriff Grady Judd, good work breaking up this ring. Illegal immigrants helping to run it, illegal immigrants being victims of it.
Canadian Olympic snowboarder Ryan Wedding is accused of running a massive, violent international cocaine ring. Authorities became suspicious of Wedding when the snow at his practice facility refused to melt.
Authorities became suspicious of Wedding when they noticed dozens of supermodels suddenly wanting to hang out with him.
Authorities became suspicious of Wedding when they saw him using his snowboard to divide snow into long marches.